Well, good evening. Welcome back to the Traditional Bank Classic here at Lexington Catholic. We have the consolation game for third place. It's Lexington Catholic and Bryan Station. We'll also have the championship tonight, and that will be Trinity and Dunbar. Gary Ball with the King of String, William Warfield, here tonight for this game, and William's been with you all day. And, William, I watched a little bit of the Newport Catholic game earlier today that you covered. I was very impressed with that Newport Catholic team, and Ronnie Don, the outstanding coach there at Newport Catholic. I look for them to make a lot of noise in the All-A Classic and possibly the 9th Region Sweet 16. And the starting lineups have been announced here. Bryan Station in the green tonight and Lexington Catholic in the white with the blue. Lexington Catholic will start 6'3" junior Luke Johnson, who averages 25 points a game. J.J. Ogbugu, the 6'3" senior, who averages 8 points a game. Donovan Morris, who's raised that average up a little bit, the senior. He's averaging about 14 points a game now. Zan Payne, one of the top rebounders in the area. He's a sophomore, averaging a double-double. Peter Whitman, 6'6" junior, coming along after that injury. Really starting to find his stride a little bit for Coach Salzman and Lexington Catholic. They're playing for third place here tonight. Bryan Station, they will start tonight. In the starting five, it will be Raphael Few, the senior. He will start. It'll be, looks like, Andre Davis. I'm looking out there. I'm not seeing Andre Davis at this moment, however. Looks like Bryan Station may mix up that starting lineup a little bit tonight. Looks like they've got Timmy Dunn is starting. David DeMarcus is starting tonight. And it looks like Terrence Murphy is getting the start tonight for Andre Davis. And you got Rudy Guy as well. So that's the starting lineup for Bryan Station and Lexington Catholic. And Bryan Station comes in 7-4. They fell last night in this tournament in a tough ball game to Dunbar. Lexington Catholic took Trinity to the wire before falling 59-51. You're watching live on PrepSpin and Night Vision. I'm Gary Ball, and William Warfield is alongside as well. And as I said, the championship game will be coming up about 7:30 tonight, and that should be a good one between Trinity and Dunbar. Lexington Catholic will be in the white tonight, and Bryan Station will be in the green with the gold. And Bryan Station, as we look out here, will be going right to left. And it will be jumping up. It'll be Peter Whitman, and he will go up against Tim Dunn for Bryan Station. We're just about set for basketball. And, William, I was listening to you today calling all those games. And, boy, Newport Central Catholic's impressive, aren't they?
Oh, man, I'll tell you that Ben Wire that plays for him is a phenomenal athlete.
Now, where's he committed to?
I don't know where.
Northern, maybe?
I think it's kind of still open.
Oh, is it?
Honestly.
Yeah, he's really good. That tap was knocked out of bounds. And, we got a change here. I don't know if you saw this. I noticed it right off the bat. No Andre Davis in that starting lineup for Station, one of their leading scorers with about 17 points a game. Greg Martin calling the officials over to the scorers table. And the official score as well. And they're just going to probably decide on the possession. So Bryan Station will have the ball first. That's Raphael Few working it across there for the defenders. He comes over to Dunn. And Dunn now, who wore the headband last night, not wearing the headband now, gives it up over to Murphy. Murphy has it stripped away. Payne, and he tries to lead it out, but Few picks it off.
Yeah, Few's very quick back there between him and Davis.
Nice floater.
They got a strong backcourt there.
Well, that was a sweet floater there by Few, man. He jumped about the free throw line and just lobbed it up in the air. Nothing but twine. 2-0. Raphael Few makes it. And here's a shot by Luke Johnson. That's a trifecta. He says, hey, Mr. Few, what you can do, I can do better.
I don't know if I want to face either one of these two teams tonight after they lost yesterday. They're not teams that usually lose two in a row.
Good point. That's Rudy Guy with it. He kicks it back out to David DeMarcus.
Would have been a great point if I could have spit it out right.
DeMarcus, of course, played Lexington Christian last year.
Yes, sir.
Here's Few in the paint. That one won't go this time after he got the nice floater earlier. Pulled off by Payne. He's already got a couple of rebounds. Lead it out Ogbugu. Back to Donovan Morris. Of course, Morris had 17 straight points for the Knights. Here's Johnson, a long three. That's way off the mark. And that will be an air ball, and that will go to Bryan Station. 3-2, Catholic on top, just underway. We're hoping that Coach Lee DeForest can join us in the championship game with him. That's the plan anyway.
Well, he texted me and said he will be here.
For the championship. That sounds great. Look forward to be working with him again. He does a great job.
Yes, sir.
3-2 here. Gary Ball, William Warfield here. Shot by Dunn, and he knocks it down out of the right side. They're going to say that was a three-pointer by Tim Dunn.
Tim Dunn, one of the stars for Bryan Station
yeah.
as well. You get a lot of good first half performance out of DeMarcus here in this tournament, but the second half and really the whole game, Tim Dunn is really their star.
He's a star, but I'm looking down at that bench. Looks like Andre Davis, one of their leading scorers, is in street clothes. He's got a sweatshirt on with a hoodie on it. So that sounds like he's not going to play.
Well, I think he tweaked his ankle yesterday.
Yeah, I think you're right. Here's Johnson wide to a little floater. Luke Johnson. You can't leave him that open, William Warfield. He's just too good of an offensive player. We're tied at 5. Luke Johnson has all 5 for the Knights. That's Terrence Murphy getting the start for the injured Davis. We're assuming he's injured. Swing it around back to Murphy. Murphy into the paint, dumps it back over now to Rudy Guy, and he traveled with it.
Yeah, if I remember right, yesterday Davis came down on that ankle a little awkward, and that would be the reason why he's not in there today.
Makes sense because he's a 16-point scorer. You wouldn't think they'd not want to have him in that lineup against their city foe, Bryan Station. It's Lexington-Bryan Station, Lexington Catholic, the consolation game of the Traditional Bank Classic. Zan Payne, nice move, scoop, and it rolls off. Whitman battling, but coming out of there with it is Tim Dunn. He's got a breakaway. Dunn drives, hangs, and rolls off, and stuck back off the glass and in there by Few. Few's got a good start here to this game with a couple of quick baskets, and it's 7-5. Station on top of Lexington Catholic here in the consolation game. Trinity and Dunbar coming up after this.
How tall do you think Few is?
They list him at 5'8". I think that's generous.
Yeah, I think so too. I was going to say the same thing.
It's probably about 5'5", 5'6".
Well, Spud Webb was only 5'4", I believe is what they were saying.
Monty Tao, am I really going back? Am I really dating? You don't remember Monty Tao out of North Carolina State? He was 5'4", but man, he could shoot the rock.
Yeah. Of course, Spud was well known for his hops.
Yep. Shot won't go, but Johnson kind of short-armed that one at the basket on the lob. 7-5, Station lead in leather. Tim Dunn's got it on the left side, working on Johnson, and Johnson gives him a little bit too much belly up there, and they're going to call the foul there on LJ, and that'll be his first foul.
It's a big misconception that you have to be tall to play basketball, isn't it?
That's right, because I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but I played. You played, didn't you?
Well, I heard you was quite the tennis star, but yeah.
I play a little tennis, yeah.
Gary Ball, I have to let you know that in Nicholasville, I was a playground legend.
I bet. I probably played with you.
In my own mind.
And we got some great playground basketball out here, and that's Dunn. I bet Dunn's pretty wild on the playground. You know what I'm saying? He's so athletic.
I had this one move like Luke Johnson. Nobody could stop it, so.
Shot won't go there for Donovan Morris. He had a great game last night. 7-5 here with 4:18 to go in the first period of the consolation game. There's DeMarcus out of the corner, bullseye.
I really like that kid.
I do too, man. He's got a stroke, doesn't he? He put Station up 10-5. Great start. Catholic looking a little lethargic right now, to be quite honest about it. 10-5 Station here in the first quarter. We'll return here on the Greer Maggard Game of the Week on the Traditional Bank Classic at Lexington Catholic.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to Greer and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
A couple of subs into the game for Coach Salzman. Max Sparkman, the 6'6 sophomore's checked in, and T.C. Price in there. And they still got Luke Johnson, Donovan Morris. He hands it to Akbugu, thought about it. Goes way out to Price, gets a pick from Sparkman, hands it to Donnie Morris. 3:52 first quarter action, and Station has jumped out 10-5. DeMarcus just knocked down here's a Morris three. Boy, that was pretty. That barely hit the net. Goodness gracious, that was a nice shot.
That was right in there.
And we're going to get the freshman Harden up off of Catholic's bench. 10-8 on the three there by Donnie Morris. Here's over to kick it now. Here's Dunn, and three back to the rim, no good. Rebounded and put up there, and nicely done by Alex Pickett, big number 15, but he put the shot up, but it was swatted away. And here comes, as I said, Javen Harden, the freshman, in, and going out will be Donnie Morris. Javen Harden in, more sound. Donnie with that three-pointer, 10-8. Luke Johnson had the first 5 points for Catholic. He kicks it over to Price. Right side bounce down to Johnson. Open lane. Hangs and scores. He's fouled, and he's got 7 now, William. And he's also got the soup and the sandwich.
He might have a 50-night performance tonight, a 50-point performance.
Got 7 already, does Luke Johnson. Remember, had the slow first half last night in their game with Trinity, then came on strong in the second half, finished with 18 points. Morris actually had the first 17 for Catholic in that game. That's short front of the iron. We're tied at 10. First tie of the ball game between Bryan Station and Catholic. Gary Ball, William Warfield. To the basket, Dunn. He got fouled before the shot. I think Sparkman got a little bit too much of him. Max Sparkman.
Right on top of that one, Max Sparkman.
Second team foul. 3 team fouls against Station. They're having trouble getting it in. They lob it way out to DeMarcus, and he grabs it out by the big LC logo. That stands for Lexington Catholic if you don't know. Johnson, I'm sure you figured it out, though. Comes over now to Price. T.C. Price. He started earlier in the season before the football players like Bugu and Morris got. There's a bad pass in back court. And turn it over to Bryan Station. As I said, a little lethargic here right now in this first quarter.
You know, it's almost got a slow start to it, doesn't it?
Feels a little, less than high octane.
Both teams probably wore out just a little bit with all the basketball they play. I believe this is, their 5th game of
Fifth game, 5 games in 5 days is what you play in this tournament. If you play on Saturday, that is a lot of basketball. Jalen Burbage just checked in, got in there for Station. He's got the ball on the left wing, moves in, kicks it back out to Dunn. He goes over to DeMarcus. DeMarcus slices in, hangs, scoops, misses the scoop. Rebounded by Big Sparkman at 6'6". Johnson clears it out to Price. Price back over to Akbugu, a deep 3, and it's off the iron. No, battling there is Harden, goes tipped into the hands there of DeMarcus.
Catholic's starting to come together, though, as a team. They're starting to gel.
You're right. They played great last night against Trinity. That was a really good game. Ball knocked away by Johnson, picked up by DeMarcus. He goes over to Dunn, launches the 3, bullseye. Second 3 by Tim Dunn. He's got 6. The lead is back to 3 for the defenders, 13-10 here late in the first period with 1:45 to go in the first quarter.
You know, Tim Dunn would be one of those guys I would consider to be, either A team or B team all city right now.
I don't think there's any question. I think you're right. And, of course, Dunbar's got a couple guys you'd have to put on that all-city. I tell you what, it'd be hard to keep Lewis off that all-city team.
Well, you have three guys just on Dunbar's team that should be on there.
Harden's long 3 wouldn't go, rebounded by Station's Terrence Murphy. Murphy down the lane, hop, skip, and a jump, and it rolls in there. Terrence Murphy, a little hop, skip, and jump, puts Station up by 5, 15-10.
Basketball in the 11th this year is just so good that
Prices knocks down a 3. TC, money. TC Price, the sophomore. Boy, that was a nice shot. To the basket and high off the glass. It almost went over the top of the board and knocked down by Burbage.
Burbage hits that one, and as he's going back up the court, he had some verbiage.
He had some words.
Not sure what he said, but
Sparkman over to Harden. Harden, they really like his upside, this young freshman for Catholic. They think he's going to be a good one. He's going to get bigger. Handles the ball well, as you can see. Looking for cutters. Can't find, gives it up to Sparkman. Sparkman over to Luke Johnson. Down low to Akbugu. Baseline. Bugu has it blocked and pulled out of there by DeMarcus, but I think it was actually Pickett who got a hand on it.
Yeah, he did.
Right side, they kick it, and here's Dunn's 3 in and out. Nice rebound by Sparkman.
On the other side of that.
Here's Johnson running with it. Johnson runs into Murphy, and that's going to be a block on Murphy.
I was going to say on the other side of that, Akbugu had a great post-up down low. They may want to try to go back into him a little bit more.
This is Night Vision. Lexington Catholic taking on Bryan Station. Consolation game of the Traditional Bank Classic. Gary Ball, William Warfield. Championship game coming up approximately 7:30. Probably be more like 7:40 tip. It'll be Trinity and Dunbar. Looking forward to that one. And we got some substitutions into the game. Blake Scott, the 6'2 junior's in there for the Knights right now. Donnie Moore's back in there. Here's Harden's 3, and that's way off the right side. And rebound, that's going to do it for the first quarter. We head to the second quarter. Bryan Station behind 6 from Tim Dunn. They lead Lexington Catholic behind 7 by Luke Johnson, 17-13. We'll return here to the Traditional Bank Classic at Lexington Catholic after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Gary Ball with William Warfield back here at the Traditional Bank Classic, where tonight the Knights are taking on Bryan Station, and Bryan Station jumped out. They hit 3 threes, 9 of their 17 points from three-point land. Timmy Dunn hit a couple, and DeMarcus hit one for Bryan Station.
Yeah, they were looking good there in that first quarter of play.
Same thing for Catholic. They hit 3. Johnson hit 1, Morris hit a 3, and T.C. Price hit a 3. 17-13. Catholic's Peter Whitman just checked back in. Big 6'6" junior, power move to the basket, puts it up, draws the foul. Breeden Warren there on him for Station, and he drew the foul, and going to the line will be Peter Whitman. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. Team's 5th foul. Peter will shoot 2.
You gotta get down there and see the West Jessamine girls, Gary. They're in a championship of their holiday classic this week. They had their best start ever in school history. Thought I'd throw that out there as I'm just looking at some tweets that are coming through that we were tagged on.
Whitman knocks down the second one, and it's 17-14, one possession ball game, 7:45 in the first half here at the Traditional Bank Classic. Station, kick it over in the corner to Murphy. Murphy down low and right into the hands it goes of Rudy Guy. Almost lost it there for a moment, but I think Warren got a hand on it too, but doesn't matter. Station retains possession. Burbage out to Guy. They swing it around to Warren. Burbage lets a 3 fly. Back of the rim, no, too strong. Nice rebound by Peter Whitman.
Yeah, that's the key to Catholic for this year is Peter Whitman continued to step up.
Morris tried to scissor between 2 defenders of Bryan Station. Foul called, and they're going to say he was shooting 2, so he'll shoot 2. Foul went on Warren. Second foul on Breeden Warren, and that's a 16 foul already against Station. Of course, you and I are good friends with Coach Carl Red Hutchinson, the assistant head coach of Station.
Yeah, what a great guy.
He's worked with us on broadcast over the years.
Mm-hmm. But don't you think, if you're looking at a scouting report of Lexington Catholic, don't you think that if you come across Peter Whitman's name on there, if he got just a little bit more aggressive out there, Catholic would be so much better?
And I think once he's 100% from that injury he had early in the year, he will be more aggressive. That was a pretty serious deal there. We can't talk about it, of course, because of medical reasons and all that and HIPAA laws. We talked about that last night. But, yeah, it's a pretty serious injury he's coming back from.
He is.
17-15. Station leads by 2, and they have the basketball. They also got Timmy Dunn, their superstar, back in there. Spin move, throws it up, Nova draws the foul. That's where Timmy Dunn can create. I tell you, the best I've seen, though, Luke Johnson certainly can create his shot, but Tavion Hollingsworth for Dunbar. Mm-hmm. I mean, he is almost, when he gets in the paint with all those spin moves and pirouetting and different contortions he can do, he's almost unstoppable.
No doubt about it. Yeah, he's definitely a creator. I think, we nicknamed him Cut Creator the other day.
Yeah, and he'll be creating tonight against Trinity, along with those other great players on that Dunbar team.
I think everybody in the state's going to be tuned into that one.
Should be a pretty good audience, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you here tonight, the championship game, Trinity and Dunbar, 2 of the top-ranked teams in the Commonwealth. I saw one poll today that had them both in the top 10.
I'd put them both in the top 5.
They're definitely in the top 10, and I might agree with you. Here's Donnie Morris in and out on the long 3, rebounded by Tim Dunn. Over to DeMarcus. He's back in there. Fakes, goes down the paint, tries to shot, knocked away there by Whitman. Whitman said, "Get that out of here."
Listen, here would be my top 4.
Give it to me.
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say number 1, Bowling Green.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to give to Mercer County.
Okay.
Number 3, I would definitely give over to Trinity.
Okay.
And number 4, I would say Dunbar.
Okay, I'm going to give the number 3 to whoever wins the game tonight. How about that one? There's Morris the other way, lays it up and in. He's got 6. Donovan Morris, or they like to call him Donnie.
And mine will flop as well.
Yep. You know what? I got a feeling Dunbar's going to come to play tonight because they've already had a taste of Trinity just a few weeks ago in that King of the Bluegrass. Rebounded by Whitman on the short shot there by Few. So they know what they're facing tonight's the point I'm making. They know it's a really good Trinity team. Coach Zabel is going to have family watching in 3 or 4 different states tonight. I guarantee you that. Here's Scott, and he almost banked that deep 3 in. Coming out there with it, and Blake a little frustration there, fouls them to make sure that Murphy can't have a bust down. But back to that point, he told us last night he had parents watching in Massachusetts, uncle watching, I believe, Maine, and or a grandfather, and another relative watching in Florida.
Yeah.
So they'll all be watching again tonight, I'm sure, because it's a championship game. Thanks for watching tonight. Gary Ball with William Warfield here on PrepSpin and Night Vision. Catholic and Bryan Station consolation game of the Traditional Bank Classic. Going to timeout by Tommy Johnson. He didn't like all the confusion that was being shown by his ball club. Terrence Murphy was having some trouble with the basketball, so Coach Johnson said, let's call a timeout. 18-17 here. It is Bryan Station on top. And we want to thank White, Greer, and Maggard for being our title sponsor here on PrepSpin, William.
Yes, sir. We want to definitely thank them. Also, a shout-out to Traditional Bank for putting on such a great tournament again this year.
Right.
That's an exciting partnership with Lexington Catholic that they've got, and just a win-win for everybody.
Sure is. And also we want to thank the other sponsors on Night Vision. Of course, Collins Bowling Lanes right back here on Southland Drive in Eastland. Collins Bowling Lanes, thanks to them. Thanks to Rafferty's Restaurants, too. They're actually going to sponsor the championship game tonight, William. Rafferty's Restaurants in Louisville and here in Lexington, because it's Lexington Dunbar and Louisville Trinity.
And we also want to thank All Sports over in Fayette Mall.
Yes, thanks those guys. You see it on the court, you see it on the fields, you get it at All Sports, right?
Not quite that way, but yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if I had that a little backwards, but I figured you'd help me out there. Dunn's got 9 points. I do know that. He's on the court here knocking it down. 20-17. If you see it, go ahead and you give me the slogan.
Well, if you see it on the field. And you see it on the court, you can pick it up over there at All Sports.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up. Thank you, baby. Put some peanut butter on that twingie. Payne, right side, thought about it, bounces down to Whitman, posting up. Whitman turns and misses it back of the rim. 5:03 to go in this first half, 20-17. Gary Ball with William Warfield here on PrepSpin.
And the crowd's starting to get bigger and bigger here tonight.
Dunbar and Trinity should have a good one. And nice turnaround there by Rudy Guy. Missed a little easy turnaround, though. And here comes Catholic, a chance to tie her. Luke Johnson's got it. Johnson hands it back to Donnie Morris. He thought about that 3 over to Johnson. He's open from 3. If he knocks it down, he's off the mark there, though. Luke off his shot a little bit here. After he started fast with 7 points, he's missed his last 3 or 4 shots, and that's going to be a travel there by Rudy Guy. He doesn't, you know, they need to get the ball in the hands of Few, or like I said, Andre Davis is out with an injury tonight. King of String told us about the ankle possibly that he turned a little bit, rolled maybe a little bit last night. But that's 16 points out of your lineup. And, of course, we already know they're missing Dishman, another big-time scorer. He has a high ankle sprain, and Coach Red Hutchinson said he may be out 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. You know, Luke right now, he's shooting a little bit to his left. He's not really getting squared up on those threes like we've seen him, and that's probably just he's just wore down right now from this tournament.
Payne, nice turnaround jumpers. And Payne, ZP. Delivering the Payne.
I like Payne.
I do too. I like his rebound. He's a tough rebounder. 20-19, stationed by 1, 4:05 to go before intermission. Another tight ball game here. You know, that's one thing about it. Well, you've been here for every game here played in the Buter Center, and there have been some really good basketball games played in this tournament, down to the wire type of games, you know?
Yeah, there has been. There's been quite a few, and the competition level here is just the best in the state. That's why they call this a prestigious tournament.
Oh, yeah. Ball. It is the granddaddy of them all, in my opinion, during Christmas. Basket shot won't go, and done. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Trying to reverse it, but it didn't work. Donnie Morris sending a long 3 off the mark, and good inside rebound there by Alex Pickett. To the basket, Murphy, and it's blocked from behind by Johnson. Leads it out. Agbugu's going to have a bust out. DeMarcus getting back. Agbugu will go up and lay it up and in.
DeMarcus just about got back there.
He did. He hustled. 21-20 now. 1 point lead for the Knights. So Lex Cath on top of Station, who had the lead most of this first half. Murphy kicks into the corner. Pickett back to Dunn. Dunn not sporting that white headband tonight he's been wearing throughout this tournament.
Maybe in support of
Murphy
Tisdale.
to the basket, lays it in and draws the foul. Terrence Murphy.
And maybe in support of Tisdale. Tisdale took a big elbow to the head, and
I heard that.
He had a big old bandage on him. So.
But Henry Clay looked impressive, didn't he?
Yeah, they did. They always look impressive. You know, Henry Clay is a top 10 team in my opinion too.
I agree. They are solid. Solid like a rock, as they say.
Just like the song, right?
Solid as a rock. Now know the All Sports logo. I won't botch that anymore. 23-21. We like all of our sponsors. Appreciate you guys. Here's Johnson to the basket, hanging and scoring. That's 9 now for LJ.
LJ representing the LC.
That's right. Representing big time. He's got 9 points. That leads their attack, and his 9 leads everybody. 23-all. Another tight one here. What else is new at the Traditional Bank Classic? Murphy to the basket. 7 for Terrence.
You know, Terrence, one of the hidden talents that Terrence has is he can sing very well.
Well, he can sing to us if he'd like, but you know what else he can do? He can play string music.
Yes, sir.
No, here's the thing, too. He's in there for Andre Davis getting some significant minutes tonight, so he's showing that coaching staff at Station what he can do if you put him in that starting lineup. He's got 7 points. 25-23 defenders.
He said, Coach Johnson, you got me confused. I'm not the 6th man.
I'm the starting 5-man. He goes out as we talk about him, and Timmy Dunn checks in.
Coach must have
heard us talking
Coach
about
must have heard us. He said, y'all got to be crazy.
Yeah, y'all got to settle down up there now. It's a consolation game. But you know what? We love our high school hoops.
We do.
We got to look at next week. I understand there's some great games next week.
There is. There's some big-time games coming up. I believe LCA, Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, I think you're right. Of course, we'll be covering that one.
Yep.
Ball thrown away by Dunn. Agbugu's got it over Burbage. Lost the handle on it, though, and they're going to say it was touched by Burbage. I believe they'll give it to Catholic. 25-23. Been a good ball game, William. Quietly been an excellent game. 2-point game here. Station leads. Catholic had the lead there momentarily, and Station takes it back.
Are you trying to assist? Is that Brad Carter up there?
Shot won't go for Price. Whitman saves it in, but it goes into the Station bench out of bounds. As we said, Trinity and Dunbar will battle about, 10, 15 minutes after this one? Is that right, or will it be about 15?
Yeah, it's probably going to be about 15.
Trinity and Dunbar. So it'll be a Louisville-Lexington battle, just like we had last Saturday when Kentucky knocked off Louisville. And Dominique Hawkins, the pride of Madison Central, came in and had the game of his career at UK. Knocked down 3 big threes. He's a great kid, too.
Oh, yeah, one of the best.
You and I remember covering him in high school. Floater, DeMarcus. Well, that was pretty by D-squared. There's another D-squared. You know, we usually talk about Darren Douglas, but David DeMarcus is the real D-squared. He's got 5.
You know, over at Bryan Station, this is not a joke or not to be sounding funny at all, but they call him the Great Light Hype.
They do?
Great Light Hype.
Gotcha.
I don't know what it's about, but
there's Dunn, and Whitman comes in and puts the hand down. Whenever you take the hand down, like Coach DeForest told us, they'll generally call that foul. Keeps the hand up straight, they probably don't call that foul. But when you bring that hand down like that, they're going to call that pretty much every time. Second foul on Whitman. At the line, Tim Dunn, and Station leads now 28-23. Dunn with double figures already. Williams got 10 points on my sheet, which my scoring's unofficial.
yeah.
Some people say it's official, but I say it's unofficial.
You're usually pretty much right.
Thank you.
You got a 99.9% being right streak going on.
Percentage?
Yeah, percentage.
That's 11 for Dunn, by the way. 29-23. Johnson lost a handle on it, gives to Price. TC backs it back out. Now hands it to Donnie Morse. 32 seconds. Catholic looks like they're going to be content with the, I don't know, as I say that, Morse picks up the pace a little bit, gives over to Luke Johnson. LJ on the right side, elbow spinning. LJ dumps it back to Donnie Morse. He lines up the three, and it won't go. And they say it hits the top of the support. Out of bounds. That's out of bounds. And Station looks like they'll be taking a lead into the locker room here against home team Lexington Catholic. Lexington Catholic needs this win tonight.
They do. It's a feel-good win for either club
Exactly.
tonight.
Catholic needs to break back to 500 on the season.
Especially for Station. If Station can pull up, it would be an upset here at Lexington Catholic, no doubt about it.
Dunn won't go. And there's Agbugu launching from three-quarter court. Short as we head to the locker room. Bryan Station will take the lead into halftime. Defenders 29, Knights 23 here at the Traditional Bank Classic. We'll come back here at halftime. It's 29-23. Bryan Station on top of Lexington Catholic at the Traditional Bank Classic. We'll return after this timeout. Thanks to White, Greer, and Maggard, title sponsor.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
back here at the Buter Gymnasium. We're set for the second half. It'll be Lexington Catholic and Bryan Station. Gary Ball, William Moorfield coming up. Trinity and Dunbar. Coach Mike Zabel already came over and talked to us a little bit, the fine coach of Trinity, as he will take on Dunbar tonight. Last night we talked to Scott Chalk after the game, and I like what Scott Chalk said. He said, that last time we played Trinity, he said, we won 3 of the 4 quarters. He said the second quarter they just kind of dominated us. So, and that was the difference in that game. So we're looking for a good final tonight, William, Trinity and Dunbar.
Yeah, that should be a good old-fashioned slobber knocker here at Lexington Catholic tonight.
Let's see who Bryan Station brings out for the second half. It will be Murphy, who started, their Guy, Raphael Few, DeMarcus, and Dunn. Same 5 that started. As you will notice, no Andre Davis. He's injured, some type of injury. We saw him in the street clothes. It'll be LJ, that's Luke Johnson, of course, J.J. Agbugu, Donnie Morris, Zan Payne, and Peter Whitman. Same 5 that started for Coach Salzman, and they need a run here down. And they get a quick steal. As I talk about a run, they get a nice turnover there on the quick hands by Catholic. They have the basketball, and they give it to Agbugu. He'll hand it back to Donnie Morris. Third quarter underway.
I wonder if Luke's any kin to Larry, Grandmama.
Johnson reverses, and DeMarcus got a hand on that, but Peter Whitman battling. Kicks it over to Morris, launches the 3, bullseye. Boy, good job there by Whitman. I call it stick to him, this Mr. Warfield. He kicked it out to the 3-point shooter, and Donnie Morris knocked it down.
Yes, sir.
Good job by Whitman to keep that one alive. 29-26, and Morris's scoring column will thank him very much, too, with that 3-pointer. That was all made by Whitman.
Mm-hmm.
Turnaround shot won't go, and here's this little mini run I was talking about the Catholic needed on that miss there by Dunn. They kick it to Johnson. Good behind the back pass. Agbugu missed it and rebounded by Dunn. 29-26. DeMarcus open from 3 but won't launch it over Johnson. 6 minutes, 43 in the third, and going baseline is Murphy. And down low they give it to Guy, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called. I'll tell you what, we got a whole laundry list here of folks to give a shout-out to tonight, particularly when Trinity plays. Yeah. We got about 10 people we're going to give shout-outs to that some of them might be watching this game, but they'll definitely be watching the championship game, Dunbar and Trinity. Rudy Guy missed the free throw. He's a senior.
I see a lot of green in the crowd already, too, so we're going to have the shamrocks, and then we'll have the red in here. It's going to look like Christmas again.
It sure is. A lot of red and green. You're exactly right. Guy gets the second one and gives the 4-point lead back to Station, 30-26, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Luke Johnson, of course, Tanner, that man Johnson, his older brother, was just a spectacular scorer for Catholic for 3 years. And I understand he's decided to play his collegiate basketball at Bryant University. Is that what you heard, too?
That is correct.
He's not playing this year.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Delivered. Seal it with the stamp.
Bryant picked up a outstanding commitment.
DeMarcus, a deep 3 off the mark. And he's a little bit off his shot tonight, too. This young man's got a stroke now, but tonight it's not so much.
Well, what do you have, 6 points in the first half?
Yeah, 5 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then he's been silent since then, 30-26.
Catholic figured him out a little bit there, I guess.
Donnie Morris faking. He goes in on DeMarcus. Morris spinning, falls to the floor, and traveling called. Might have hit something slick. Good sportsmanship there by Rafi Few to help him up there. Raphael Few, of course, a really good football player for Station. And, of course, Morris and Agbugu. Agbugu made first team All-State, did he not?
That's right. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of football players on both teams.
I know it. Few hanging off glass and knocks it down. Well, that was a tough shot by the little fella.
Yeah, he had a little bit of hang time on that and was able to square up and get the shot right off the backboard, banked it in.
Sure did. 32-26, 6-point lead for Station.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.